In Africa, we need leaders who are focused on improving citizens' lives. We need leaders who can construct hospitals. And we need leaders who can equip and resourcefully equip these hospitals. We need leaders who can construct good roads. We need leaders who can construct schools, build schools, and promote the quality of education. We need leaders who will promote free and quality education. We need leaders who will promote the living standards of their citizens. We don't need leaders who are good at making speeches. We don't need leaders who are good at driving in high-end cars. And we don't need leaders who sell our resources to foreigners. We don't need leaders who depict a strong dalliance with foreign governments to fulfill their self-interests. This is the tragedy of Africa. In Africa, we have leaders who display the contrary. We have leaders who do not focus on the construction of roads. We have leaders who do not focus on the building of schools, improvement in healthcare or education. We have leaders who focus on fulfilling their own self-interests. Africans need to wake up, and the African electorate need to wake up from the slumber. We need to elect leaders who have our interests at heart. We have to elect leaders who will construct schools. We have to elect leaders who will improve the state of healthcare. And we need to elect leaders who have demonstrated a need to improve our lives. The opposite happens in Africa. Africans have a strong affection. They have a strong liking towards leaders with contrary characteristics. They have a strong affection for leaders who are corrupt. They have a strong affection for leaders who are self-centered. They have a strong affection for leaders who have their self-interests at heart. The African electorate has an opportunity to wake up. The African electorate has an opportunity to choose good leaders, and the African electorate has an opportunity to choose leaders with whom they can trust with their resources. They have an opportunity to choose the best leaders that will lead Africa to the next developmental phase. That is what we need in Africa. Leaders who are corrupt, leaders who are focused. You can see I talk about corruption because corruption is one of the problems. In fact, the key problem ailing Africa. Africa needs leaders who are focused. Africa needs leaders who are developmentally oriented. Africa needs leaders who have their interests at heart. Leaders who serve, not leaders who lead. Leaders who serve, serving by example. Leaders who can improve the state of healthcare. Leaders who can improve the state of roads. Leaders who can improve the living standards. And leaders who are focused on improving the state of education. Those are the kind of leaders that we want in Africa. Electorates. If these qualities are not in any leader seeking votes from you, never and never and never elect them. If this individual is corrupt, if this individual is selfish, if this individual has no development record, if this individual is not honest, and if this individual is not morally or ethically upright, do not elect them. Elect leaders who have your interests at heart. Elect leaders who will improve the state of education. Elect leaders who will improve the state of healthcare. Elect leaders who will improve the state of infrastructure in your regions. Do not elect leaders because they make good speeches. Do not elect leaders because they have more foreign trips. Do not elect leaders because they drive high-end cars. Do not elect leaders because they give you bribes. They bribe you. Elect leaders who are focused. Elect leaders who can be trusted. And elect leaders with your interests at heart. And most importantly, elect leaders who will improve your living standards. Those are the qualities that we Africans and our global brothers and sisters should use in selecting and electing leaders into political office. If we do that, then we will have the best leaders ever. And when we have the best leaders ever, that means that our countries and our lives will be better.